Welcome back, everybody. It is Bulldog here to answer some of the tough questions with Thetan Arena. How much money can you make? Should you be going and buying the loot boxes? And is this economy going to crash? Is THC going to crash? Because there's a lot of people who think a crash is coming shortly, and this economy is simply not sustainable long term. And there's some merit to those, so we're going to discuss that towards the end. But first, what we're going to get into is how much can you make, and are these loot boxes actually worth it? Like, if you go buy a loot box, what's your return on investment going to be based on different win rates, that types of thing. So those of you who have been following my channel for a while, even back to my Star Wars days, know that I love numbers, I love spreadsheets. So I went in to do the calculations and find out how much we can make. And I thought about putting this all out to like some nice charts or that type of thing. But then I actually decided I might want to actually play around with some of these numbers, because all of these numbers are based on your win rate up here. So win rate, I can now change this win rate around and it will show us different numbers. So we can kind of play with that a little bit. And I could link this down. I could put this spreadsheet down for you guys to go copy. You won't be able to edit directly. You have to make a copy of it, and then you can play around with it yourself. So let's take a look at these loot boxes here. So I don't think we can actually see the normal price because there's this flash sale going on. But right now at the moment, so right over here, the price for a common box is 1,000 THC. The cost for an epic box is 2,000 THC. And one of the nice things is that you buy this in THC and your rewards are in THC. So we can look and see what if it's worth it, how much you get back. And that's exactly what I've done here. So over here are the different combinations that you can get. So common, normal, common, rare. We can actually go into the white sheet here and we can look at these boxes. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are the boxes at? Come on, pull them up here. Okay, seriously, where are they? Get out of the game modes, get out of skills. Had this all ready to go. Thetan box, there it is, right there. Sorry guys. Right there, you can see the odds of pulling everything. That's where I got all this from. Different commons, epics, legendaries. And that's what we're gonna see over here. These are the odds. These are the average number of battles you'll get for each one. And these are the THC that you would earn after completing all of the battles. So, at a 50% win rate, if you pull a common normal, you'll actually lose just a little bit. Just a little bit. Same with a common rare. A common mythical will start to make you a profit. You'll profit 43 THC. And then it kind of goes up. If you get epics, you're looking pretty solid, right? You're looking pretty solid. So overall, this then weights it based on the odds of pulling each one. This is going to be your overall return on investment. If you win 50% of your battles buying a common box, you will make a profit. You will make about a 10% profit. And if we come down here to epics, everything's the same. So you can see though, as I learned firsthand, you can pull a common hero from an epic box. I bought 2 epic boxes and I pulled 2 common heroes. I'm a little bitter about that, but in that case, you're gonna be losing about half your money. You're gonna be losing about half your money. In fact, if you win 100% of your matches, you will still not break even on your ranked battles if you buy an epic box and pull a common character. So that really stinks. And overall, at a 50% win rate, you are going to lose money with epic boxes. Epic boxes are not a good deal. They are not a good deal. Now you can still come out ahead, absolutely. In fact, if you win 60% of your battles, you're now making a profit. So you absolutely can profit from buying epic boxes, but you're gonna profit more from buying common boxes. So, and again, that's assuming you can play all your battles. Now they're half the price. If you bought 2 common boxes, you make more than buying 1 epic box, but you're gonna have to play twice as many. You're gonna have to play a lot more battles. You know what I mean? So that's something to keep in mind. But right now, it looks like common boxes are a fair deal. Epic boxes just aren't. Now, I mean, the question now becomes, what is your win rate? By the way, this is the win rate for team modes, your standard team mode. Let's go to battle rewards here, team modes. Because your average return is 2 to 3 times higher than playing solo modes or duo modes. Don't play these. Don't play these unless somebody's seeing something I don't. The rewards are crap. Why is it that you win less THC from doing a battle royale duo when you're going up against 5 other teams than you do in a team mode where there's only 2 teams? You have a 50% chance at winning, just like if all things work out average. You're gonna win a lot more up here than you will down here, and you make more per win. So yeah, I don't get it. And you're guaranteed to get 1. Down here you got all these zeros. So anyways, rant over there. This is for team modes. This is only factoring in team modes. These are kind of what we're looking at from the boxes. Oh, I also did the legendary boxes, by the way, too. And before we get into this, let's go back to 0.5. 0.5 win rate. And then I'm going to talk about why that might not be the best win rate to put in there. So, legendaries are a little different. Let's go to the Thetan Marketplace. They're sold in THG. THG, which is right now, a box is about $3,000. You can see the prices over here for THG. THC price is 32 cents. This is your rewards in THC. But right now, if you buy a legendary box, costs about $3,000, you're going to make, on average, about over $4,000. So you're gonna have a profit of about $1,000. That's a great return on investment. Now you have to play a lot of battles. You have to play 800, 900, 1,000 battles. But that's a very good return on investment. Is there anybody out there with $3,000 that wants to sponsor the channel? Or I can stream it. You guys can share on the profit. But yeah, legendary boxes are actually a very solid deal. Epic boxes are not. Common boxes are a solid deal. And this is at a 50% win rate though. But can you guys win at a higher than 50% win rate? I would guess the average person buying boxes or buying these NFT heroes that are eligible to earn battles are going to win at a higher rate. Just by joining up in a party, you're probably going to win at a higher rate. The people who have money on the line are probably going to be more dedicated to the game. They're probably going to win at a higher rate than your free-to-play players. Because you're still going in against some free-to-play players. So what do things look like if we bump the win rate? You can go in and play whatever you want. If you're winning 65% of your battles, how good are you guys? It can change the numbers quite drastically. I mean, look at this down here. That's a good chunk. You basically can divide it by 3. It's about $1/3 of a dollar. So I mean, you're looking at 5,000. I mean, if you guys are good at the game and can team up and win at high rates, these legendary boxes could be money. You can make some serious loot playing this game if you've got the money to go spend there. And I mean, right now they seem like a pretty good deal. So, and now these prices fluctuate a lot more. So that's kind of what we're looking at boxes. Are they a good deal? I would say yes on the commons, no on the epics, even though you can absolutely still win. But that's kind of what we're looking at there. So, and that's a look at how much money you can make. And again, you don't have to go buy boxes. You can go to the marketplace, and you guys can do the math on these. So go up to the marketplace, and you can choose whatever heroes you want. Now, pay attention to these heroes, guys. They don't like these. 1/3 of their battles are already done. 1/3 of the battles are already done. So pay attention to that. But there's a few other things we have to address here, okay? So you could go in and you could buy heroes directly and get the heroes that you want. Maybe heroes you play better with. Maybe there's some cheaper heroes than from the box. Who knows? But some other things with these numbers. These numbers are just on what you can earn from playing your ranked battles. Keep in mind that a hero is not worthless after it's done with its battles. Okay, we're going to be able to, there's more things coming into the game, basically. Okay, you're going to be able to play in your guild battles, you're going to be able to play in these special events. You can still go sell a hero and it's going to have value, even without having that. Obviously not near as much, but these definitely aren't worthless. You're going to be able to, as we go down here, you're going to be able to stake heroes. You're going to be able to yeah, it did talks about it down here someplace. I'm now putting pressure on myself, but yeah, you're going to be able to even combine heroes. So there's a lot more you can do with heroes than just play in your play to earn ranked battles. Okay, so keep that in mind. The heroes are not worthless after they're done. So even if you pay 2,000 THC and come down and only make 1,800, that doesn't necessarily mean you've lost out. That hero can still be worth that extra THC. There's going to be things like tournaments coming that you can go compete in. So keep that in mind. Heroes are not worthless after they have used up all of their battles. That is important to remember. And that's basically the point there. Also, one other thing I need to touch on here before we start getting into the economy, and is the economy going to crash, all that sort of stuff. Hero upgrading. You can upgrade heroes, and I think this might be very overlooked right now. Okay? Because this will give you more battles, it will improve your hero's stats. It's also going to increase how much you win, although not by very much, but it will increase. Oh, we don't need to blow that up. It will improve how much you can win. And the cost isn't necessarily all that high. The cost to max out a common, you're gonna have, now I'm doing math live on stream, which is not necessarily what I want to do, but for 5, 6, 8, 10, I mean, it's gonna be what, 12? About 12 THG. We come over here, I mean, that's worth $13. It's not necessarily insane. It's not a huge price. Now, you're going to, even if you're getting another 20% battles, so 20% battles, 20% more battles, that's not going to pay for itself. I can tell you that. It's not going to pay for itself there. And that's what a lot of people are looking at. Okay, I get that many percent more battles. I win this measly more extra THC, and I'm not getting back what I spent into it. And that is true, but keep in mind, don't forget about this hero stat increase. If you increase your hero stats by 15%, 16.5%, that's going to make a huge difference in your win rates. That's going to help things. And then your hero, again, is not worthless after that. If you're competing in guild battles, you're going to want these increased hero stats, which means even if it's not you that's using it, even if you're just selling it on the arena or selling it on the market, there's going to be a marketplace, especially for guilds or some of these big tournaments. There's going to be a marketplace for maxed out heroes, regardless of what their battles are at. In fact, that might be something that guilds are looking at acquiring, is heroes that have max level that no longer have any more paid battles, because they don't care about the paid battles. They want to compete for their guild. So they're going to try to buy all these heroes at the cheapest possible price, but getting the max stats. So how do you get the cheapest possible price? You have all the battles used up. So there might be a bunch of guilds out there looking to buy these things. And so if you can go upgrade these early, or upgrade them, get the battles used and earn some money that way, and then still be able to sell them or still be able to compete with them yourself, I feel like these upgrading heroes is being very overlooked right now. So many people are saying, don't upgrade your heroes, it's not worth it, that it's worthless. And I don't necessarily agree with that. There is so much more coming to the game, and I believe having an upgraded hero for the stats is going to be a huge boost. So we'll see. And that's obviously speculation. Nobody knows. That's long term. So speaking of long term, in order for this game to go long term and for there to be a lot of tournaments and guild battles and all these big events, we need the game to do well and the economy to do well. Is THC going to crash? Is THC going to crash? And the reason that people think that, and it's very valid, and in fact, I've said that it's going to crash short term. I'm kind of wondering if I'm wrong, but we'll get into that. You can't cash out THC until 12 days after you've made your purchase. Okay? So the only people that can cash out right now at this point in time are those who bought in the pre-sale, because the game has not been out 12 days. So there's this thought that 12 days after launch, once everybody can sell, THC is going to dump. It's going to dump because right now, it might be a little higher because nobody can sell it, right? Everybody's buying in. And now once you can sell it, everybody's gonna go out or maybe not everybody, but more people are gonna be selling and the price is going to go way down. I've even said that myself. That makes perfect sense, right? Perfect sense. I'm not so sure now because first off, is everybody going to sell? Because are people ready to cash out of the game? Because remember, you can't just buy your one hero and then keep playing battles and earning forever. It's got a limited number of battles. People are going to earn their THC, and then they're going to be out of battles. And then what do they want to do with that THC? Hopefully, they want to go buy another hero. They want to go buy more boxes. They're not ready to cash out because they're making money. The game's fun. Why would you cash out right now? So, first question is, how many people are going to sell? And then the other thing is that I've kind of learned that in crypto and all of these things, when there is something that is expected to happen, that's like so obvious that this is going to happen. Oh, it's so obvious this is going to go up. It's so obvious this is going to go down. That the opposite tends to happen. Because what happens, everybody else is thinking, oh no, THC is going to crash. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to sell it now. Those who can sell it now are going to sell it now. And everybody's just sitting on the sideline saying, getting their funds ready. Okay, it's gonna crash in 12 days and I'm gonna be there to buy the dip. So I'm gonna buy it. And everybody's expecting it to crash and is ready to buy. And then what happens? There's not that many people selling. Or maybe there are a ton of people selling, but there's more people sitting there waiting to buy. They're waiting to buy this crash. And all of a sudden everybody starts buying and it's, oh, wow, it's not crashing. We better buy in because if it's not crashing now, if this is when it's supposed to go down and it's holding even, that means it's gonna go up later. And then all these people start to buy and it starts to go up when it was supposed to go down. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if I had to make a choice, I would say it's going to go down kind of at that 12-day mark, because I do think that's the right thought process, but you just never know. You never know in this market. So that's short term though. And short term, okay, if it goes down, who cares? It's higher than it was expected to be right now, right? Higher than it's expected to be. So it's not going to kill the game if it goes down a little bit, as long as we can sustain a solid value, okay? Even if it's not 33 cents, even if it's 15 cents. Okay, 15 cents is still fine. The game's still gonna exist just fine if that's what the THC value is. But what about long term? Everybody's concerned about THC being unlimited long term. And I understand the concerns, and I kind of have the same concerns. But if we go back to our little chart here, the problem with it being unlimited, it's only a problem for if there's two things. We're not burning as much as we're earning, or if we're not growing. If we're growing, then you can have inflation and unlimited supply because people continue to buy in to offset that inflation, okay? But that's not a sustainable, that might be a sustainable model for a year, maybe even 2 years, however long you can grow, but eventually you're going to stop growing, right? Odds are this isn't going to be one of the, I mean, who knows? I guess who knows? But odds are at some place we're going to stop growing. And if you stop growing and you're printing more THC than you're burning, you're going to run into some price problems, okay? At some point. So the question is, are we printing more than we're burning? And it depends. I don't know. Thetan Arena is the only ones that are going to have those numbers. And we're going to see. Because what do you use THC on? You use it for more boxes. And everybody, even the players in the game always need to be buying more boxes if you want to keep earning from these battles, because the battles expire, right? That's the whole system. You can only play with it so long, it provides that much value, and then you have to go get another one. So if everybody's earning more THC than they're paying for the boxes, then that's not going to be a sustainable model. So like right here, if we look at a 50% win rate, if we assume the average person has a 50% win rate, that's not necessarily a number we want to see. We don't actually want boxes to be profitable at 50% win rate if we're looking long term for the economy, right? Unless we're going to introduce other ways to burn THC. And maybe they will. Maybe they'll have like tournaments where there are tournament fees, or some of these events have event fees or other things to get rid of THC. But if the boxes are the only source, then right here on these common boxes, you're gonna be having inflation. But you won't with epics. You won't with epics. And then what about legendaries? Legendaries aren't even bought with THC at all. They'll help drive THG price, but how's that factor in? And then again, I said that this is off of team battles. You earn a lot less off of the battle royale battles. How many people have these NFT heroes that are playing battle royale battles? Because those are not going to be profitable on average. Absolutely not going to be profitable. And that's going to help the price of THC. And then what are the actual win rates for those who have premium, who have your heroes, your NFT heroes that can earn THC? Because like I said, I would guess that the average person with one of these heroes actually has a higher than 50% win rate. Because you're probably going to have, they've got more invested in the game. They're more likely to have played the game more, or to be taking it more seriously, to be jumping in parties, to be doing that sort of thing. While on the other end, your free heroes are probably more likely to be the people who are maybe just getting started in the game, or people that just aren't as skilled, or your kids that don't have any money. My 6-year-old who's playing the game because he likes it, and yeah, actually for a 6-year-old, he's really good. He's actually not that much worse than I am, but he's still 6. So these are all numbers that I don't have, that only the Thetan Arena team has. And my hope would be that once they see the numbers and they can make adjustments based on where they need to be. They can say, oh crap, people with NFT heroes are winning 75% of their matches. We've got a problem here. Maybe we need to change the matchmaking so those players are going against each other more, or I don't know. I just threw out the first thing that came to my head. But maybe we need to make adjustments to the economy so we can fix this. So it'll be very easy on their end to look at the numbers and see, okay, this is where we're at. Okay, maybe we've got slight inflation, but because we're growing so much, slight inflation is not a problem. We can deal with that, and that's good because now we're actually growing more because more people are making money, so we can deal with a little bit of inflation. That's not always a problem. Or you get what I'm saying, right? They can look at the numbers, adjust for where they want to be, and it shouldn't be that difficult. So as long as we have confidence that the Thetan Arena team has any competency in the economy, then this should be fine. We shouldn't have any problems long term. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Okay, a rocket scientist probably doesn't know anything about the economy. I don't know, but yeah, it doesn't take a genius to be able to make adjustments to the economy in order to make this a success long term. It should be fairly simple. Fine-tuning different things, saying, okay, we've got too much inflation. Well, let's start adding tournaments that have ways to burn THC, so we can burn THC that way. Or let's add these other sources, or let's adjust the cost of the boxes, or whatever the case may be. So while I have some concerns long-term about the economy, as we're kind of looking at some of these numbers, it looks like there might be a little bit of inflation. All of my concerns are very easily fixable by just making some minor adjustments. So no, long term, I think the economy is going to be great. I think this is a fairly straightforward setup that should work pretty well. You've got incentives to go buy things. You've got I mean, it's a decent price entry point, but it's nothing insane. It's not like the thousands of dollars that other games cost. You can go play for free if you just want to enjoy the game for free, and you can make a little bit. Oh, by the way, that's actually another thing. You can earn for free in the rankings, so by ranking up. So how does that impact things? How much is that adding on to inflation? That's something else that goes into the formula. So I know I've spieled on forever and forever about what's going on here, and but hopefully my point is kind of clear here, and you can see that yeah, while I'm actually very concerned about THC dropping short term, but that actually shouldn't impact whether you want to buy your hero now or not necessarily, unless you're just thinking, okay, maybe I can enter it cheaper in a little bit. I wouldn't necessarily be, if you're looking at, okay, I don't want to spend $300 on a hero and then lose a bunch of money short term. Are you planning on cashing out short term? Because you earn in THC and you can go buy more boxes in THC. So if you go buy in now and you feel confident you can make more THC than the box costs, then you can just keep buying more, and as long as you trust the economy will recover long term or will be stable long term, you're good. Unless you're planning on cashing out in 12 days, you don't need to be too concerned about what the THC price is in 12 days. We want to look at things more long term, and long term, I feel like this is set up to be successful. And we've seen 3 million downloads, things are doing great. It shouldn't be that difficult to sustain the economy from here and go from here. The Thetan Arena team would really have to screw things up to ruin this game, okay? They've got a solid game that's fun to play. They've got all the interest here. They've got the finances coming in. They should be able to handle this. And again, I unfortunately with this team have not been able to talk to the devs, and I don't necessarily know anything about them. I've been a little frustrated with their lack of communication, but that's not really all that important for the grand scheme of how the economy is going to work. Things should be fine. They've got everything set up. It's going to be hard to screw this up. So I have confidence that everything's going to be good with the economy. So hopefully that answered your guys' questions. Are the boxes worth it? How much money can you make on it? And then what are my thoughts on the economy? I've talked for way too long. I'm not used to doing 30-minute videos. I wish this wasn't a 30-minute video, but honestly, I don't know what to go cut out. I was just being honest, just ranting myself, and if I redid it, I'd probably make it the same length anyway. So we're gonna leave it. We're going with this one. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. It's amazing. My very first video on Thetan Arena hit 50,000 views. 50,000 views in less than a week. That is crazy for me. I've had, that's what, the 8th video that I've had do that. And I've never even made a video. You guys are absolutely nuts. I'm glad you are loving this channel. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna have more live streams, all sorts of things. We are gonna have a giveaway next week. We're gonna have a Thetan Arena giveaway planned. They're supposed to be sending me some boxes to give away to you guys, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned and have your shot at winning some boxes. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you then.